Hey, welcome back to the guide. Next up in the series, we'll be collecting 100 coins on Snowman's Land. This level can be tricky for sure, mostly because we'll be needing to go into the igloo. Like, we can't avoid it this time. There's actually not enough coins on the outside or exterior of Snowman's Land to collect the 100 coin star. So I'm basically going to be going over there immediately. We'll be using the Koopa Shell, much like we did in the Into the Igloo star video. So we'll be hopping up here and getting that, and before we actually get into the igloo itself, we'll be coming on up here to this ledge and collecting these red coins. I'm actually going to be collecting all of the red coins before heading into the igloo. Mostly because, well, these two coins over here on the water are very difficult to get, if not impossible, if you don't have the Koopa Shell, so kind of like to get these out of the way first. There was also a snowman on top of that ledge back there that you may have seen me skip. You, of course, if you're feeling frisky, you can try to kill that snowman while you're riding the shell, but if you accidentally run into him and lose it, like I said, you can't get those red coins on the frozen lake there any longer. So anyway, here we go, coming up that really steep ledge that leads to the igloo. I mentioned in the Into the Igloo star that if you don't have the Koopa Shell, you can actually drop down to where the igloo is right there. You can do that from the ice bridge with the penguin on it from Snowman's Big Head. That was the first star that we did here in Snowman's Land. And apparently that coin's gone forever. That happens every once in a while when you kill that Goomba. That coin just flings up there just right to kind of get locked away in that space. And of course there's not nearly enough time to run over and grab the Vanishing Cap to collect it. So that one's just a lost cause. That's okay though, there's plenty of coins left. Aside from that, you'll see me killing the Spindrift enemies. Those are the propeller, the guys with the flower propeller things on top of their heads, and when I can, I'll usually punch or kick them, just so I don't go flying off and have less of a chance to collect the coins before they expire. As you can see, I'm really struggling with the camera in here. This sort of tight maze-like areas. Pretty tough with the Super Mario 64 camera. What I'm looking for is this back corner over here with the Vanishing Cap, because you probably just saw that wall with all of those coins in it, that big healthy pack of coins. Of course, grab those with the Vanishing Cap. So we'll snag these. And real quick, we're also going to go over to where the Bob-omb Buddy is. Now, this spot's kind of crazy, kind of sketchy, because if you don't make it outside of this little area right here, if your Vanishing Cap runs out, I believe you'll actually be stuck in there, and you actually have to pause the game and exit the stage. So I grabbed, I think, 2 of the coins that popped out of that block, and then I sort of aborted the mission. So I've actually lost a couple of coins in this room. But that's okay. There's plenty. I think there's like 140 or something coins in the stage, so no problem at all. So here we are back on the outside of Snowman's Land, looking at about 66 coins so far. And I think a lot of the coins from here on out for the rest of the clip are mostly going to be collected from killing enemies, including these sort of money bag enemies. I forget what these guys are called. There's like fake coins that turn out to be an enemy. You can kind of tell which ones are the fake coins by how high they hover off of the ground. The real coins, the bottom of the real coins, are basically right on the surface of the snow, whereas the fake ones sort of hover a little bit. I'm not sure if that was like intentionally designed that way or if it was a mistake, but it's definitely something I've always looked out for. And of course, killing more of the Spindrift enemies. They drop 3 coins each. And we'll also start working on the snowmen here. These are basically like the Mr. Eye enemies from Big Boo's Haunt. You just circle around them, make them dizzy, and they fall over. I actually didn't know that you could kill these guys for a really long time. I also don't really think I knew you can kill the Mr. Eye enemies for a long time either. Just running around enemies to kill them is just not something that I feel like you would naturally try. And I realized that in the game there was, I think, maybe some signs that told you that there were enemies in the game that you'd have to run around in order to kill them, but, I mean, 6-year-old Hasky didn't read a whole lot. Reading? No, not today. Anyway, though, closing this one out, just a few more coins left from these enemies. Last one looks like it's going to be a snowman. All in all, I think collecting 100 coins in Snowman's Land to be pretty challenging, especially if you had yet to go inside the igloo. I could even see maybe some people trying to do the Into the Igloo star, looking around for the igloo, not being able to find it, and sort of giving up, and then telling themselves, well, I guess the only other thing left to do in the stage is to collect 100 coins. And then at that point, you're still kind of in the same boat, because you still need to find the igloo, right? And then even then, maybe you're collecting 100 coins, and you've used up the Koopa Shell to collect the red coins. You might think to yourself, well, now I can't finish the star because I can't get into the igloo. But just keep in mind that you can go up to the top of the mountain, onto the snowman's head, and drop down, and you can still have access to that igloo. So anyway, that's how I collected 100 coins on Snowman's Land. Thank you so much for checking out the series, and I'll see you in the next video.